Today I'm watching Angel Season 3 Episode 16. I'm very nervous going into this episode. We left off with the last episode with this intense cliffhanger, obviously with Wesley and Angel and Connor and this prophecy and the three things that Wesley had been warned about, basically with this earthquake, fire, and blood rain had happened very quickly in the last few scenes of the episode, with Angel, you know, holding baby Connor and making a horrible joke about eating him. So I'm very nervous to see what's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm very anxious because I like Connor's character and I don't know what's going to happen, and it's been nice to see Angel happy. But again, with this universe and Buffy, and anytime a character is happy, that's quickly taken away, and Connor's been such an unexpected gift to Angel. And yeah, I'm very, very nervous for where this is going to go and what this prophecy is going to bring. And the father must kill the son, and that's Angel. And what's, you know, is he actually going to be able to go through with this? Can a prophecy be changed? And we've seen prophecies kind of be loosely translated before, so I'm curious to see if that's what'll happen in the 11th hour. And Cordelia is off with Gru. They haven't been in the past few episodes, so she has no idea this is happening. I don't know if she'll come back, and if she comes back and finds, you know, Connor's gone, what's that gonna look like? And yeah, I'm very curious to see what Wesley's gonna do. He's been kind of keeping a close eye on Angel for the past few episodes because obviously this prophecy, and you know, we had that scene with him with the talking hamburger. But yeah, I'm very nervous going into this, especially as we're getting closer to the end of the season as well. I really enjoyed this season. I think it's one of the strongest seasons of Angel I've seen so far. So thank you so much for sharing and this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
You pick them up when they fuss. Hey.
I was worried it was going to start with another dream sequence like we had in the previous episode.
Not the fun one where they burn you with hot pokers for all eternity, but the hardcore one. You know, Nixon and Britney Spears.
Why those two? Oh, God.
Speaking of earthquake, you realize we have no insurance.
Yeah, bummer.
He doesn't seem that bothered by it, though.
Question, hey, do you want to see something cool? Sure you do. Take this.
He's like, look at all my weapons. He's showing off. Aw.
As well as you hold.
The Lakers, the music.
The traffic, the smog.
It's got you.
Okay, you win.
Oh, yeah.
I like him too. As a matter of fact, I was thinking perhaps I'd take him to the park or beach, just the two of us.
Is Wesley gonna kidnap him?
No, you.
I'll hack your eyeballs out and rip your children in two!
Good night. Oh, the green goo. Oh, that's an unpleasant after effect. Oh my God, this poor girl.
Musicians.
For the chicks. Musicians get the chicks. I don't appear as dentists. Let's take it. I don't want to disturb her. It's the only break she's had in years. Besides, you know, it's just a couple of Wraithers.
3, actually.
Piece of cake! For a little kick.
He's being way too optimistic about this. So what's going on? Oh, good night.
Guest.
And in the throes of a very difficult decision, I imagine.
He's gonna ask Holt's advice. Oh my gosh. I don't think they'll be booking the bronze anytime soon.
We got a killer chick who sings. Hey, baby. Hey, don't worry about the window.
Yikes. These guys are awful.
Oh, dude, they want to kill us.
Okay, but they're still paying for the window.
I got first ride on the hot.
What? Oh my God. Good night. Get him.
Oh, come on. Take it like a demon.
Cue vampire face. Okay, here we go. So many bonks. Gunn's like, what do I do? Oh. Oh, that sounded juicy.
That was fun.
Just holding this guy's arm.
Family.
And when I say I don't want to see anyone get hurt, I mostly mean them.
Whoa, Wesley's showing up.
I trust you. And you can trust me.
It's funny. I don't.
Right now. Your problem is your friend who's going to kill his own child. You know you have to do something about it.
Oh, Wesley, what are you gonna do?
I will.
Yeah, or what's Holt's gonna do? What's the better option? Wesley, obviously.
After that, everyone will get hurt.
Honestly, I thought we were gonna start this episode with kind of the frantic energy that we'd ended the previous episode with.
They're laughing. So then Frank calls out, "Hey, you're short, you're one-eyed, and I heard some way."
Lauren's putting on this little show for him with the stuffed animals.
Literally.
He has been so good the whole time his daddy's been gone.
Angel's been thirsty this episode. That's like his third glass.
Cries, pees, and moans, and never gives me a moment to myself.
Oh, it's all right.
It's really not, Connor. Shut up!
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, what is going on? Something's wrong. Is this it? Is he snapping now? Yeah, get the baby out of there. Blood on the walls already. I don't like this.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, something's going on, obviously. He never talks that way, especially not about Connor. Oh my god.
This last batch just seemed so much more
What?
tasty.
Yeah, it seems like stronger or something, like it's affecting him differently.
Kind of crashed. Had another drink, then you started throwing things.
Mm-hmm. Just like my Aunt Viola and her Southern Comfort.
Vampire. Need to drink something red. Doesn't make me a bloodaholic.
Not unless someone's spiking your drink.
A bloodaholic.
Let's find out.
If he's getting it from the same place, yeah. I think Wesley's gonna take Connor and run. I don't think he's gonna give Holtz a chance, because obviously Holtz is also awful. But I know it's gonna be a tough choice for Wesley.
Both him and me. Be careful.
I think you'd rather know where Connor is, obviously, and yeah, he doesn't want to hurt Angel, but I mean, what choice do we have at this point?
The eye. There's just a trace of...
Human blood in it. I can feel it.
Who's been giving him human blood? Oh my gosh.
It's Connor's.
What? How is it Connor's? What?
It smelled like food.
They've been feeding you your own son's blood so you get the taste of it, and...
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Who's they?
Lila's gotta be behind this. Wolfram and Hart's gotta be behind. Yeah, oh my gosh. That's horrible. Poor Connor. And yeah, obviously he was having this effect on Angel. His temper was growing and he was not acting like himself. Drinking his own kid's blood. Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
There are so many things I can do to you. With transfusions, I could keep you alive indefinitely.
Oh my, he's getting real graphic.
My own son. How could you?
That's low even for her. Oh my gosh.
My game face and do what I have to.
Thing about a game face, Lila, you wear it long enough, it stops being something you can put on and take off.
Yeah, that's very true. She does take care of her mom, which is sweet, but she's also horrible.
Think you can awaken some buried spark of decency in me? Is that the way you help your helpless?
Using his own words against him.
Now I know. It is all about making the rest of your eternal life miserable. Shall we drink to that?
Lila is many things. Helpless is not one of them.
And here I find you drinking with my sworn enemy.
Sworn enemy? Really? Have we met because of...
You will learn nothing from me.
Other than you're his sworn enemy who brought Holtz back, and when that didn't work out, you came to me. Idiot. Didn't tell me either. Not that I need a reason, I was just curious. Did he boink your demon bride? Eat your mother?
Boinking? Oh my.
You really don't know who he is.
You will pay.
For what?
Angel's like, I've met a lot of demons in my time. You gotta be more specific than that. Yeah, I honestly thought this episode was gonna be this scene, you know, 20 minutes ago. Like Wesley packing up and getting out of town.
We're gonna have a great time. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo.
And Lauren's gonna, yeah, you shouldn't have started singing. Now Lauren's gonna know your plan. I don't like oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wesley! I do not like this at all. I know we was gonna stop him, but oh my gosh, they were friends. What the heck? Wesley's gone rogue now.
That's probably a really good idea.
Not how I thought that was gonna go, but okay. Goodbye. Oh gosh, is this a forever goodbye? My heart.
Hey, where's Lauren? He don't show his green face pronto. Fred will lead us holy.
And then they're gonna find him, and Wesley's whole plan is just dwindling in flames.
Okay, just call me if you find something.
I hate Angel saying goodbye to him like this.
Drew Medical, 1 minute away.
Top Infant Care Center, don't worry.
Wes is like, he's not great at hiding. I'm surprised Angel didn't catch on, but I mean, why would you suspect your like best friend of stealing your kid? Like, I don't know. He's putting his little toys in there.
Is there someone in Wes's office?
Oh shoot. Holtz was early. It's a good thing Wesley just got out of there.
Looks like you've made a nice life for yourself here.
Did you come here to fight, or should I make some tea?
Those are the only options.
But not well.
Oh, in the weapons cabinet. I mean, we knew Holtz couldn't be trusted, but oh my... As he's not even fighting, he's just standing there and watching his minions fight for him. Ooh! Good shot, Fred. Oh! Oh my god. That's a sound I never wanted to hear. And then Holtz just leaves. What a coward. Shows up, causes trouble, and leaves.
Wesley did.
Wesley? What are you talking about?
The betrayal.
And he's not taking the baby overnight. He's taking the baby away. For good.
Yep. Because of the prophecy, Angel. And you were going a little cuckoo. And Wesley, you wanted to protect Connor. Oh my gosh. But now they know his plan. Oh, Justine. Holtz, I'm sure, attacked her.
Everything you said is true.
Or she's bait, and it's a trap.
You have to get out of here.
You have to get to hospital.
No, I just need you.
Oh my god, what? What? Oh, I knew it was a trap. Oh, Wesley. Oh, frickin' Justine. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is Wesley's worst nightmare. Oh my god. Not good. Not good at all.
I don't think you should get too pumped to it.
I'm not interested in what you think.
Hey, easy, guys.
He took my son.
I know this is life and death. I'm just saying, let's get...
Oh, gosh. Yep. Let's not fight within.
Damn it, back off!
Angel's losing it.
Where's Holt? You think I chose?
Oh, God. You might start. Oh!
It's a big Victorian in Silver Lake.
We better find Wes before he does.
We should start a history.
Yep. Or it'll be Wes gone too, although he wasn't looking good.
He comes back. And this time I'll be ready.
Oh, Lord. The world's smallest mat.
Spring Street.
Downtown.
Yes, ma'am, near the 6th Street Bridge.
Let's go.
6th Street Bridge, let's go!
I don't want Holtz to have Connor. I definitely don't want Lila to have Connor. Oh!
Hello, son. I'm your father. And that strong lady with the black eye is your mother.
No.
Franklin Thomas. And you're going to grow up with me on a little ranch in the middle of nowhere.
No. That's not his fate. No. And renaming him also? Oh. Angel will never forgive himself. Oh, man.
How many shots or I'll snap his neck?
I'm very worried about where this is gonna go. Very worried.
Something we all have in common.
Not all of us.
Oh!
The baby.
You can't do that.
Ignore the loudmouth with the bad skin. He's impotent in this dimension.
With me, he gets to live. Anyone tries to take him, he dies.
What? How did we get here? What?
Take him.
Whoa, no! What is wrong with you people?
I will take good care of him.
Angel must have another plan.
They'll never even know you existed.
Oh, that's horrible. No, we can't.
Just take him.
Leko Najin for cardio!
Oh my God. What is happening here? What dimensions? What?
So, I can widen the portal and you can all be swallowed up by a world you cannot begin to imagine.
These options are horrible.
Or you can keep your word and kill that child.
No.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh my God. No! No.
All right then. Have a good summer.
Oh, this guy sucks so much.
Well.
What?
Work.
Not really priority right now, Lila. Oh my God. What?
Something about...
Yes, we should. We should let him suffer.
Oh, my heart. And just the fact that Angel was gonna let Connor live with Holtz just so that he could be alive and say you would never remember him. Oh my God, my heart. I got goosebumps. I have so many goosebumps right now. That's so sad. Angel's worst nightmare. Oh, and then just saying his name. Oh my God. They gotta go get him, right? Like, that's what we're gonna do. We can't just end like this. So that was my first time watching Angel, season 3, episode 16. That's not how I thought this episode was gonna go at all. I figured we were gonna start off the episode with Wesley taking Connor and leaving, given like the urgency and kind of this frantic nature we had with how the episode ended. The previous one with the earthquake, I thought, okay, you know, the look on Wesley's face, he could clearly tell that things were about to happen. And then we kind of have this, you know, scene where he's back in the office and he's just, you know, watching over Connor and maybe planning out his next steps. But yeah, I was expecting the pacing to be a little bit more intense from the start. Obviously, we got there in the end, but, you know, I wasn't anticipating so much hesitation from Wesley. I mean, it obviously makes sense that he would be hesitating. This was a big decision, but, you know, like the 3 signs were there. Like he, you know, he wasn't second guessing anymore. Like this prophecy, you know, was actually about to start happening, and to see him go back to Holtz again. And obviously Angel now knows that he was seeing Holtz, but to go back to that and like, just, you're gonna take the baby, like just to confirm, it felt kind of unnecessary. It was like, you know what Holtz is gonna do, and also you can't trust him. Like, he obviously showed up to the hotel anyway, and it was just a decoy, obviously, because he knew Justine was trying to trap Wesley, because he knew Wesley would, you know, take Connor. Obviously he didn't think Wesley would just hand Connor over to Holtz. Like, that's not gonna happen. So I felt so bad for Wesley, and we don't even know what happens to Wesley at the end of this episode. He's out there with like a bleeding neck somewhere. Like, it's just not good at all. And, you know, they're trying to call him and he's not at home. Obviously, he's just lying out on the grass bleeding, and obviously has no idea what's happened to Connor. The last thing he saw was that Holtz took off, or Justine took off with Connor in the back, and that's that. And it's just a tough episode for Angel, and obviously a very tough episode for Wesley as well, because Wesley decides to betray his best friend, even though it is in the best interest of Connor at the time. That's what he, you know, believes, that if he doesn't do this, something horrible is going to happen to Connor. And to find out that Angel has been drinking Connor's blood was a horrible twist, even for Lila's measure. Like, that's just awful. The fact that she was like giving him a taste of his son's own blood so that he would, you know, eat him, basically. Horrible. And now that's making me, now that I'm saying that, I'm second guessing that the prophecy even existed, because it seems like something maybe Wolfram and Hart would plant. I don't know, please no spoilers, but again, it seems too perfectly fitting for their plan, like Wolfram and Hart's scheme to make Angel kill his own son, because then that's a horrible thing he has to live with. And even Lila at the end, you know, being like, no, let him suffer, basically, like, let him, you know, death would be a relief for him at this point. And just, I was getting so teary-eyed on that final scene, and it's not at all where I was expecting we would go. The Sargon demon is kind of just like, he's been around, but, you know, I didn't really put much stock in his character, because he just was like, oh, I want to, you know, have a vengeance with Angel. We're like, okay, cool, like, get in line. Like, who doesn't at this point? And for him to just show up, and he's been pestering Lila, but again, it didn't seem like an overly important piece. It just seemed like something else. There was so much else going on, and then for him to be the, you know, the catalyst for this whole thing, and just rips open the sky with this other dimension that looks like, it honestly reminded me a little bit of Constantine with like the wasteland, like when he's in hell. Not to that extreme, but just like, that's what I kind of thought of. And, you know, he's like, well, we can either swallow all of us up, or, you know, we can just, you know, kill the baby, basically, which is just horrible to say. And Lila doesn't really care either way. Like, she's like, okay, whatever, if the baby lives, cool, if the baby dies, you know, she either way, she gets something out of this. And obviously Angel was very, very upset, and I was getting, yeah, so teary-eyed and goosebumps, and it was a tough scene to see. And even when I was like, okay, you know, a horrible reality is that Holtz is going to take Connor and take off, and he'll never know Angel. And that was just a gut punch, you know, the first round of gut punches, basically. And we had no idea what was yet to come. But to think that Angel would just have to get up every day knowing that his son is out there somewhere and has no idea who his dad is, and what is Holtz gonna be like as a dad. We know what Angel did to Holt's kids, and obviously this is Holtz's way of getting revenge by taking his son. You know, Angel staying up all night watching him and making sure, you know, Wesley knows where the nearest doctor is, and putting his little toys in his bed, and, you know, just being like, you know, probably a little protective, but being this like doting father, and just really caring about his son, and being so concerned about his well-being and, you know, double checking everything, like, you know, when Wesley's about to leave. And the fact that, you know, now Holtz has taken Connor into this whole other dimension. I mean, they have to go get him, right? Like, we can't just let this be. Angel's not just gonna like, wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, forget that whole thing. Like, there's no way they're not going after him. They have to go after Holtz and try and get Connor back. Like, this dimension that he's in seems obviously very horrible and in no place to raise a child. I think that's fair to say. But how are they even going to get back? Can they even open that portal? Like, is, you know, Wesley going to be able to help? Cordelia's obviously not back in this episode either. It was just like a horrible trajectory of events. You know, I thought Wesley taking Connor obviously was the best case scenario, and Lila was also a horrible situation, but Holtz taking the kid into another dimension, again, yeah, I never crossed my mind, never would have been an option. And, you know, they're talking about, okay, let's go to Utah. I hear Utah is nice. Like, and how would Angel find him? Like, I mean, maybe they have some kind of bond. Maybe the fact that he has had his blood now means he can find him easier. I have no idea. Please no spoilers, but it's heartbreaking to think that this would be the last we see of Connor, and I'm hoping the next episode starts off with Angel just tracking Connor down as quickly as possible and trying to get him back. I don't know if that's possible, and again, anytime a character is happy in this show or this universe, it's quickly taken away, so I'm not expecting an overly happy reunion. As much as I would love one, I don't think that's in the cards, but we will see. And I think there has to be a showdown between Angel and Holtz at some point, probably the season finale. That's my prediction, but I don't know how Connor's going to fit into that, and Angel has suffered so much loss already. I don't know what this is going to do to him even further. I really liked the special effects of having the portal open, this dimension open. It looked really cool and terrifying all at the same time, and the fact that he was just, you know, it seemed like such a casual thing for this demon to do. She's like, oh yeah, I'll just open this up, and here you go, this horrible place. I knew Justine going up to Wesley would have been a trap. It was way too obvious, and he was literally just getting Connor in the car, like, you know, 5 seconds later, and it would have been too late. They would have been gone, and I was like, okay, where's Wesley gonna go? Like, what is his plan? And the fact that Justine, you know, is playing into Wesley's compassion, and, you know, they had that talk before as well, and Wesley is a nice guy, and he's gonna try and help people, obviously. That's what he does, and of course, Justine betrays him and slices his throat. And like, we can't lose Wesley. Like, I'm not even going to go down that road because that's horrible. And that if we lose Wesley and Connor in the same episode, like, there's no coming back from that. And to think that, you know, that scene where Angel was saying goodbye to Connor because Wesley was going to take him was like, I knew there was going to be some weight to that scene just because the way that he was saying goodbye, and it seemed so innocuous, but also like this is going to be the last time he sees him, and we obviously, the audience knows that Wesley is taking him away, so that plays into it as well, and Angel has no idea, but just, you know, he's holding him and he doesn't really want to let him go, and even, you know, putting the stuffies in his little bed after, it was just, oh, you could just tell how much he cares about him, and obviously that makes this even more painful to watch. The demons with the singer and the band kind of felt like a distraction. I don't know that we really needed that, because obviously the main focus should be Connor and this prophecy and, you know, everything that's going on with Wesley and Angel. So yeah, I don't think that really added anything to this, and, you know, to just have that there and have the band kind of be these like stereotypical, you know, goofballs that he's like, oh, these guys from A&R, like, these are the reps coming. Like, where is this going? Like, this doesn't have anything to do with the story. And yes, they're just out, you know, hunting demons, which is what they do. But yeah, to me, that felt more like they had to give a storyline for Gunn and Fred and needed them to do something. But yeah, I feel like that could have been cut out entirely, and we could have just focused on Holtz and the prophecy and kind of building that a little bit more. I was almost expecting this to be like a 2-part episode, especially when we got closer to the end, when they're having the showdown, you know, Lila's there, Angel's there, Holtz is there, like, where is Connor gonna go? Who's he gonna end up with? And to see it be Holtz in the end was so tough to watch. And the way that Holtz basically, you know, builds this whole army just to send them into Angel's, you know, hotel and to just walk away. He doesn't really care if they live or die, obviously. He just needed this, you know, manpower, this army as this distraction. He doesn't even pick up a weapon to fight. He's not even going after Angel, and he just wanted to go in there and do as much damage as possible, basically. And these are people that Holt had, you know, tricked into fighting vampires because of their own personal loss. Like, we know Justine's sister was killed, and that's how she met Holtz, unfortunately. And, you know, he's definitely playing into their compassion and their vulnerability and using that to his advantage and saying like, oh, you know, you hate vampires, me too. And overall, it was a well done episode. I don't even want to say I enjoyed it, because even though it was well done, it was so tough to watch. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the Body episode from Buffy, just because I feel like there's just this huge loss that has happened, and I'm not giving up hope entirely. I think we can still see Connor, hopefully, but I've seen too much of the show and Buffy to know that there probably isn't a happy reunion at the end, which is heartbreaking. And I'm hoping the next episode is just Angel going on this rampage to try and get Connor back. I have no idea what that's going to look like, what he's going to have to do. And we did hear Lila, you know, kind of scold Angel, saying like, don't you know how important you are to, you know, these future events that are happening? So I still predict more of a showdown between Holtz and Angel in the season finale. Even if Holtz isn't in the next episode, I hope Angel is still going after Connor and doesn't give up. I don't think he will, but again, the odds aren't looking great for him. The fate of Wesley is up in the air right now. Hopefully Cordelia is back in the next episode. I feel like we definitely need her around to help wrangle all of this, and she's going to be devastated when she finds out what happened to Connor and Lorne. Like, Wesley attacked Lorne as well, and Angel, you know, attacked Gunn. Like, there was just a lot going on, and a really well done episode, but I think it would be tough to rewatch this one because it was just such a heartbreaking moment at the end. I'm very nervous going into the next episode, and yeah, I'm very curious to see where this Connor storyline is going to go. If the prophecy was real, if Wesley's okay, how is he going to explain himself to Angel, you know, his best friend that he betrayed, you know, multiple times, and with his version of good intentions, obviously, but still, that's going to be a tough conversation. Is Angel ever going to forgive him? You know, given the other options now that Angel has seen, Wesley taking Connor would have been, you know, a great option, but that's sadly not what happened. But thank you so much for sharing and this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. He's like, look at all my weapons! He's showing off. Aw. I don't think they'll be booking the bronze anytime soon. Oh! That sounded juicy. Blood on the walls already. I don't like this. He's putting his little toys in there. And renaming him also? God, my heart. I got goosebumps. I have so many goosebumps right now.